Hi, and welcome to the tutorial on vocabulary. There are over 15,000 generators and 75,000 associated keywords in the vocabulary, and they're all divided into categories. And these different categories show up in the entry boxes for the generators. So you have photo style generators, geographical famous places, family groups, people, and it makes it all easier for you to do your keywording. If you click on a generator such as radiance, you'll find that these are the keywords associated with it, and it is these keywords that will be attached to your image when you choose this generator. Um, let's go to vocabulary. We'll see how it looks. Over here is the list of your most recently used generators. And if I click on one, portrait looking and smiling, which is short for portrait looking at camera and smiling, you see all these keywords, that list of keywords here. Um, you'll notice that it starts with the specific ones up at the top, then actions, and then concepts. Uh, this is important when you're using a weighted vocabulary, because the more important the words at the top of the list go farther up in the list of your keywords you create and than those on the bottom. So you have the ability to move and rearrange these words as you wish to make sure that the important ones are at the top and the less important ones at the bottom. All right, and over here you see that this is the category associated with portrait looking and smiling. Up here are all the categories, and you can search the vocabulary by different categories. So if we want to see all the family groups, show all, and we see all of them down here. You can go here and see all famous places. And of course you can also see people. And it's a good way to understand how the vocabulary works. Now in our previous tutorial we added a new category, which you do in Preferences, Categories, and then down at the bottom you add a category. So we're going to add poodles. I'm going to spell it correctly. And we're going to give it a weight of 1 because it's important to us. And we're going to put it at the end of the list, so we hit the Save Category. Now, over here, we see over here, there's poodles. There are no words associated with it, which we'll take care of in vocabulary. So, and up here, poodles is right there. The next box down is you can search the vocabulary for words that it contains. So this is very helpful when you want to be specific about maybe like a conceptual term, or to see if it actually exists, or what similar words we have in the vocabulary. So if I look for happiness, I can see we have carefree, celebration, contentment, enjoyment, giggling, happiness, laughing, all sorts of variations on that theme. And so you can be more specific on on the term you want to use to describe your image. So look, we're going to put in dog, and we're going to look for just generators only. So we search dog, and this will tell us what generators have dog in them. So we have Australian cattle dog, we have a corn dog, we got a dog collar, we have dog sledding, we have hot dog bun, and so these are terms that aren't necessarily all about dogs, but they have the word dog in them. If we go to keywords, this will show us all the generators that have dog as a keyword, and these are more the regular dog breeds that we have. Down below we can add a new generator to vocabulary. So let's do that. And let's add a standard poodle, which we will, and we'll give it the category, yes, surprise, poodles. And we hit the Save button, and it creates standard poodle, and then we can go fill in the other keywords. And You notice that it creates the plural forms, and it doesn't spell them always correctly, so you have to be careful. And again, I hit the Save button. And if I click in Animals, I can click on the Up button, send it up, and then send it back down. And so I can rearrange it that way. And I want to hit the Save buttons when I make changes. So that's one way to create a new generator, is to click on that button. Another way is to go down to a similar word, and we choose that, and then hit the Copy button. So I hit that, it copies the information, and I can change it. So I'm going to add toy poodle. I hit Save, and it puts toy poodle at the top and the other words. So this is a bit of a quicker way to do it. And it's easier, so if you have similar words and you just want to add a variation, you can just copy one and change the generator title and the first keyword. So now let's go and we want to, another thing we can do is up here, we can change the category that words have. So let's go now look for poodle, and we do a search. So we narrowed it down to these three, and I believe if I go to standard I've given this one poodles as a category. I click on the wrench beside it, and that gives me these tools, and I'm going to move the selected generators to poodles. So I'm moving these three over, say OK, and that's done. And now if you see, if I go up to last image, and I go into poodles, there's my poodle, standard poodle, toy poodle. So this is very helpful when you have a specific set of images you're doing that has a specific vocabulary attached to it, and you can be, again, very specific in how you arrange and organize it. Let's go back to vocabulary. And one of the things we want to do is go into these wrench tools here. Now, when I go back to vocabulary, I'm going back to see the most recent generators that I've used. So I have to go back, redo my search, and find my poodles. And now I'm in poodles. So now I can add a keyword here. Let's say we'll just add wrong word. I hit Save. Now with this, once I click on the wrench, I can find all generators with wrong word as a keyword. I can remove wrong word from the one selected that it's actually in, and I can add wrong word to the three. So let's add wrong word, and I say that, and then I'm in poodle. I go to standard poodle, it has wrong word, and I go to two toy poodles. So it adds it in the same place where you put it here. So it'll put it into the same column that you had before. So now if I go here to wrong word, I can replace it here with, replace it with right word, and I hit replace, say OK, and now I've put it with right word, and we go to standard, and now everything has right word instead. And if I click on the wrench again, I can remove it from all. Now again, if I wanted to replace, I could not have a plural. If I don't want to have a plural, I just take that out. So let's go here, and we'll remove right word. And that is there. So another way of going through this, say for instance, I click here and I say find all generators with dogs, and that's going to bring me back to all the different breeds of dogs. So it's another way to search the vocabulary. So that's our introduction. That's pretty much how the vocabulary works, and thank you very much.